Alright folks, welcome to another Fiddlehead Fiddle lesson. Glad you made it, because we're going to do the song I'm So Lonesome I Could Cry by Hank Williams. We're going to start the lesson by doing a very easy beginner version of the tune in the key of D major. Then after I've showed you that, I'm going to show it to you again in the key of E major, which is the key that is played on in the classic recording. So, and that's a little harder because it requires, raised third finger. So if you're a beginner, you might want to hold off on that part of the lesson. So anyway, I'm going to get started by playing the whole tune at a medium speed, and then we're going to break it down quarter by quarter, note by note. All left-hand fingerings are in the comments field below. Let's get going. By the way, it's a waltz. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so let's get started. So if you've seen these lessons before, you know what I'm going to say next, right? What am I going to say next? Play the scale of the tune. D major, starting on open D. Open, 1, 2, 3, open A, 1, 2, 3. Do that on your own for a bit, and then we'll learn the first quarter of the A part. Here's that played with more flow. And it just starts with D2, open 2, open 2, open G1. Alright, here it is one more time. Okay, let's do the second quarter of the A part. And with flow. So the first note, that open D, is a pickup note. It's like 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3. So it comes on beat 3, just so you know. 1, 2, 3, 1. So it's very similar to the first quarter. Same notes, just kind of arranged a little bit different, all right? Okay, cool. Let's move on to the third quarter of this tune. And with flow. Starts D2, 3. 2, 3, open 3, and then A, D2, open. Okay, let's move on to the fourth quarter of the tune. So with flow, that sounds like. And the first two notes, D2A, are pickup notes. If you're listening to the tambourine falls on beat 1. So it starts D2, A, D, and then all on D. 2, 1, 2, 1, open. Okay, so cool. Let's move on. Well, no, sorry, I got a little confused there for a second. It happens sometimes. I'm now gonna just do the entire A part very slowly, so you can play along or just listen. Listening's practice too, and this is the point in the lesson where I say, hey, if you don't know any part of this very well, go back, just pause the video and practice the various parts. But if you feel confident, then let's just get going on it right now. Okay, very cool, very cool. What a nice, pretty tune, eh? All right, now we're gonna do the tune. So that ends the beginner portion of the lesson. Now we're gonna do the tune. We're gonna transpose it. All right, so we're gonna play it in the key of E. So what you'll need to do is play an E major scale. If you haven't done it before, it's E1, 2, D1, 2, high 3, open A, 1, 2, high 3 on A, open E. I have to stress that if you're a beginner, really don't try this yet. Do some simpler tunes, because you want to, before you attempt high third finger, you want to be pretty solid with some other fingerings, okay? So basically we're going to do the tune the exact same melody, but shift it up to this other scale. So here's the entire tune in the key of E major. So I'm going to go through the tune quarter by quarter with this, maybe a little bit more quickly, but so that you can just kind of get it in this key. And it's a great practice to switch between these two keys. Actually, it'll really expand your mind. All right, let's do it. Okay, so we're going to start with the first quarter of the A part in E major. Here it is with more flow. Okay, I'm just going to move on to the second quarter in E major. And with flow. I didn't do two G2s at the end of it in the first time I did it, but it really doesn't matter. It could be I just put two G's in at the end because G2's in the end because it just keeps it moving for the fiddler. But in the vocal, I think I might just do one note. That's a B note. I might just hold that. All right, let's move on to the third quarter. With flow. Okay, and now let's do the fourth quarter. With flow. So I'll now do the entire tune again, very slowly in the key of E. You can try to play along or just listen. A few parting ideas and suggestions. Try singing a line and then playing. Hear the lonesome whippoorwill. And then again. Hear the lonesome whippoorwill. So alternating in that way, you'll get a lot better at the tune and at playing. Your fiddle playing will be more like an extension of your voice. So that's one really good idea. The other is make up some exercises from the tune, especially if you're new to high third. Just practice D1 to high 3 a little bit, and also high 3 to A1. That'll help you get through this tune. All right, and then stay tuned because I'll be doing another video on this tune in which I teach you the break, the solo fiddle break that happens on the original Hank Williams tune. So that's coming down the pipe. And thanks for making it to the end, and congratulations. Persistence, there you are. You made it to the end of the video. Most people don't do that. Okay, see you next time.
Thanks for watching the video. Love you.
Excellent.